Wow, that was a lot yesterday, wasn't it? When you first start writing paragraphs, it is so overwhelming. It scares you, and you think, oh, I'm never going to be able to do this. Well, this week, it's just an overview. Next week, I take it slower. We do it together. The following week, I do the same thing. So don't stress. Just listen, watch all this, watch how I do it, and pretty good. You're going to be that bike rider that just takes off and does an excellent job writing. So remember that in the next 3 to 4 weeks that you're going to be able to write me a paragraph. You're going to keep things organized. You're going to use capitalization and punctuation rules when you write. All right. Remember that there's 3 reasons that authors write. They write to try to get you to do or try something, persuade you. They get you, or they write for you, so they're trying to teach you something by using facts. That's inform. That's the style of writing that we're going to be doing right here. And they also try to entertain you to tell you a story. So before an author ever writes, they say, okay, why am I writing this? Why am I writing this book? Why am I writing this paragraph? Why? Am I going to persuade, inform, or entertain? And for the next 3 to 4 weeks, we're working on informing. All right, so what's that paragraph? It has a topic sentence, meaning that you're introducing your reader to what you're talking about with no real details in it. It has 3 supporting sentences that teach people about what you want them to learn. That's an informing paper, that's an informational paper, and it has a conclusion. All right, here's a great paragraph. Frogs are interesting little creatures. First, frogs are amphibians, which means they are cold-blooded. Frogs live near ponds, swampy areas, and lakes because they need water. Frogs eat a variety of tiny animals and insects like worms and mosquitoes. In closing, frogs may be cute, but they are intriguing too. Excellent paragraph. It has your intro telling your reader what you're talking about, frogs, and how they're interesting. It teaches you 3 different things about frogs, and then it closes and wraps it up and puts that bottom bun on to tell your reader that they're done with the paragraph. All right? Now, remember that they have to be organized and make sense. So now listen to one that's disorganized. Frogs are interesting little creatures. First, frogs are amphibians, which means they are cold-blooded. Actually, this is the one that is not disorganized. This is the organized one. Frogs are interesting little creatures. First, frogs are amphibians, which means they are cold-blooded. Frogs live near ponds, swampy areas, and lakes because they need water. Frogs eat a variety of tiny animals and insects like worms and mosquitoes. In closing, frogs may be cute, but they are intriguing too. Now listen to it all disorganized, meaning that it does not follow the rule of first, next, and finally. First, frogs are amphibians, which means they are cold-blooded. In closing, frogs may be cute, but they are intriguing too. Frogs are interesting little creatures. Frogs live near ponds, swampy areas, and lakes because they need water. They eat a variety of tiny animals and insects like worms and mosquitoes. So do you see how different these 2 paragraphs are? Very organized, topic sentence, a first, a next, a finally, and then in closing, you wrap it up. This one starts with the first, it goes to the closing, it goes to a fact, it goes to another fact. It's all over the place, and there was a grammar mistake in it. So as we're learning to write, and as we're learning to write a paragraph, we have to stay organized. We have to reread our writing. We have to make sure that we're informing somebody in these paragraphs. We're teaching them something, and we're doing it in a way that they're going to enjoy reading it. Remember our burger. That's another way of looking at this. You have your top bun, your topic sentence. You have 1, 2, 3 condiments or things that you're putting on your burger, which give facts and details. And then you have a conclusion, which wraps it up. All right. Now, this is a topic sentence. This is how you think of a topic sentence. A topic sentence is a sentence that expresses or states the main idea, which is what are you writing about and what do you want your reader to learn? So if you're writing about frogs, you have to tell your reader you're writing about frogs. It's usually always your first sentence in your paragraph because your reader can go, oh, you know what? I'm going to learn some interesting things about frogs. And then you go on, and your next 3 sentences would be your facts that you want them to learn. And then you would wrap it up and put your conclusion. The topic sentence is usually the most difficult thing to write. Okay, now, this week you're reading a story about animals building homes. In the story, there's a section about building nests. So I'm going to read these 3 sections to you right now, and I'm going to find a topic that I can write about. It says, many animals live in nests. A hummingbird builds a small cup-shaped nest. The nest is made of moss and bits of spiderweb. A mouse makes a grass nest in the shape of a ball. The mouse hides its nest in tall grass or in a tunnel under the ground. Some animals put a lot of work into building their homes. Weaver birds make nests that hang from tree branches. The birds carefully weave grass and leaves together. Weaver birds use their feet and beaks to tie knots in the grass. All right, so I have now read that, and I'm thinking to myself, how in the world can I come up with one sentence about what am I going to be writing about and then give details? Well, these are all about nests. There's a hummingbird, a mouse, and a weaver bird. So there's different animals. So at this point, what I do is I think, okay, I flip back here and I look at this and I think, I want to teach the people that are going to be reading this about the fact that animals build all kinds of nests, because this animal builds a cup-shaped nest. This animal builds a nest in tall grass or in a tunnel underground. This animal builds a nest that hangs from tree branches. Okay? So I go right here, I go, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write that animals build all kinds of nests. Okay, that's a topic sentence. Because when my reader picks up this, they're going to look at this and they're going to say, wow, in this paragraph, I'm going to learn about animals that build all kinds of different nests. Another topic sentence could be, animals build many different kinds of nests. Now, I like that one better because that one tells my reader that they're going to be learning about how animals don't all build the same kind of nests. Now, that's a topic sentence, ladies and gentlemen. It's a main idea about what is my paragraph going to be about. I like this one, but this one is like animals build all kinds of nests. Okay, well, yeah, that's okay. But this one's telling my reader very specifically, what am I going to be talking about? Animals build many different kinds of nests. So not only do they build 1 or 2, but the animals build lots of different kinds. So animals build many different kinds of nests. I'm going to stick with that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that up and I'm going to say, you know what? I want that one to go away and I'm going to keep this topic sentence. Now, tomorrow, what I'm going to do with you is I'm going to show how I find my details to put in my paper. So I've already got my topic sentence, and tomorrow we're going to do a fact about how animals build different kinds of nests. All right. And I like that now. Now, I may come in tomorrow and I may go, you know what? I'm going to change this topic sentence just a little to make the facts very clear to my reader about what they're learning. All right. So if this is scary to you, do you notice I'm going kind of fast and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. What's she doing? What? It's because we will give you lots and lots of practice on this. We will model this. I will show you. And if you're listening to me, you're going to do a spectacular job understanding what a topic sentence is, what the facts are, and how to conclude it, how to wrap it up. Okay. So remember that a topic sentence is the top bun. It introduces your reader to the main idea of the paragraph without giving all the details yet. All right? So have a wonderful day. Make sure you've done grammar and make sure you've done writing with lists and dates. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.